We need insulin, testosterone, and growth hormone for our muscles to grow. Obviously, we can do this synthetically by injecting ourselves with growth hormone or growth hormone precursors and things like that, and testosterone. Enough anabolic steroids on the market. You talk to people that say, I took Winstrol and I took Deca and all sorts of things that are your testosterone supplements. Obviously, there are a lot of ways to do that, which I personally think are preferable, because obviously you'd rather stimulate your body to naturally produce more of its own than start playing with your hormonal levels and creating more problems than you need. Just briefly, testosterone, obviously important for protein synthesis, prevents protein breakdown, activates satellite cells, and actually activates other anabolic hormones. So if we can up our testosterone levels, even in women, we can improve our muscle growth and performance. And then insulin-like growth factor, just so you know where that comes from, it's actually insulin-like growth factor 1. Growth hormone is produced in the anterior pituitary gland, released into the bloodstream, goes to the liver. Growth hormone doesn't actually stay in the body for particularly long, because as soon as it goes to the liver, it gets converted into insulin-like growth factor 1, which actually causes your muscle cells and your bones to grow. And you need both bones and muscle to grow, because obviously if you're just growing your muscles and you're not growing your bones won't be able to support your muscle structure. So obviously as an adult, that doesn't mean you grow taller, but your muscle density increases. And this is why exercise is so important for women as well, because if we can improve bone density, obviously we can have less of a risk for osteoporosis and that sort of thing. So insulin-like growth factor, as the name suggests, helps with glucose uptake, helps with putting amino acids into your cells as well, and then once again activates those satellite cells. So exercise in itself actually makes you make testosterone. The more exercise you do, more natural testosterone you make. Lots of different theories about this. Apparently squats is the best way. Okay, we tried that for a while in the office. We did a lot of squats. Nobody grew a beard. So we obviously weren't doing them right. No, in all honesty, I think the reason why squats would probably be something that would actually help your body make more testosterone is just because it's such a large muscle group. Those glutes and hamstrings are such big muscle groups that if you're exercising those regularly, you would be actually exercising a bigger proportion of your muscles, and so you would naturally make more testosterone. Endurance exercise also helps to lower cortisol levels, which in turn then raises testosterone levels, because the lower you can keep your cortisol levels, the higher you can keep your testosterone levels. So you know that when people are stressed, they don't have a libido or anything, because their cortisol actually breaks down testosterone. So, you know, also important then when you're looking at athletes who are trying to grow muscles, that we're looking at all aspects of their lives, not just what they're doing in the gym, but how they're managing their stress and their cortisol and their blood sugars and all of those sort of things as well. And finally, as you age, obviously, you lose testosterone and you lose muscle mass. And I always have this image of like quite a tall guy walking on the beach with really skinny legs. You know, those old guys that you see? You can see they used to be like massive and like strong, but something happened to their legs. It's with the legs. quite skinny, all right? So that's actually just a normal thing that happens as you get older, unfortunately. So then obviously supplementing with nutrients that are going to help support testosterone production as you age also becomes important to maintain muscle mass. And that's also really important in terms of, you know, joint health and that sort of thing, because if you don't have healthy muscles to support joints, you're going to have more problems with osteoporosis, osteoarthritis, things like that. Arginine and ornithine, they are growth hormone precursors. How it works in the body is arginine converts into ornithine. And then at least 3 times a week, somebody in the office phones me and says, do you make citrulline? Do you have this question in the health shops? Okay. Citrulline. Citrulline makes arginine, makes ornithine. You don't need to take citrulline if you're taking arginine. The only benefit to citrulline is it actually does help to recycle arginine a little bit. So if you're going to take citrulline, you still need to take arginine. Taking ornithine on its own, so you think, okay, well then I must just skip out the arginine as well and just take the ornithine because that will be fine. But actually, arginine breaking down or converting into ornithine actually releases nitric oxide, which actually helps with vasodilation, increasing blood flow to the muscles and things like that. So not only does arginine and ornithine help to make testosterone, it actually increases nutrient supply in your body as well. So really quite a useful nutrient for athletes. Just bear in mind, beetroot is also quite a popular nutrient with some athletes, and that's also because it's a nitric oxide supplement. It's going to help with that vasodilation. The only negative about using beetroot is it doesn't have any effect on growth hormone. So Maybe it's a better option for women who don't really want to have the excess growth hormone that arginine and ornithine are going to produce, don't want that to happen. Just so you know, if you take nitric oxide supplementation, it's going to improve fatigue resistance, exercise efficiency, and exercise performance. Just making sure that your blood flow and oxygenation around your body is better is definitely going to improve exercise outcomes. All right, zinc. This is my favorite one. Zinc is important because zinc helps your body make testosterone. You don't have zinc, you're not going to make testosterone. It also improves the bioactivity of that insulin-like growth factor 1, so it's going to help your muscles to grow. And then really important is zinc is what we call a 5-alpha reductase inhibitor. 5-alpha reductase actually causes your body to convert free testosterone into a form called DHT testosterone or DHT dihydrotestosterone. So people like DHT because they say, oh, DHT, it's much more virulent than free testosterone, so it's better for your body. Well, it is more virulent than normal free testosterone, but the problem is our muscles can't use it. Muscles cannot use DHT to grow. So you have to have free testosterone. And zinc, so what zinc will do is it will make sure that your body is keeping more of your testosterone free and available to muscle cells to use and having less of it converting into that DHT form. And that DHT form in some people who are very sensitive has very negative consequences. We're looking at benign prostatic hypertrophy, so enlarged prostate glands, as well as hair loss. So I'm not sure which one men take more seriously. I suspect hair loss, based on what I've been asked, in health shops in my life. Okay? So also very important for insulin production, and zinc has got an anti-inflammatory component to it as well. So for all that stress you're putting your body under during exercise, zinc will also help as an anti-inflammatory as well. So really can't underestimate the power of zinc for exercise. Okay, Korean ginseng. We all know Korean ginseng was what? A male sexual tonic, right? We give it for libido and things like that, but the main reason we give it is because it actually increases free testosterone. So you can potentially use it to help elevate testosterone levels in bodybuilders and athletes who are looking for more testosterone. And because it's an adaptogen, it's keeping your cortisol levels low again, and once again that will help maintain high testosterone levels. The next product we need to talk about is GABA. GABA helps increase your post-exercise growth hormone concentration, so quite useful for athletes. What's nice about GABA as well, great for helping you sleep at night. If you find customers or patients aren't responding well to GABA, it's always a good idea to include L-theanine as part of that protocol, because L-theanine actually does help increase the efficacy of GABA.